What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. And this is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always is the Couch Boys. We have Victor Castillo and David Peralta in the house.
What up, everybody? How you guys doing out there?
And now I want to introduce the local skater this week. We have Gabe Chavarin in the house to tell us what's up. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Hey, good. Thank you for
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you for coming down, man.
Of course.
First question I ask everybody is, what city are you repping?
Baldwin Park.
Baldwin Park?
Yeah.
Is that where you grew up?
That's where I grew up.
Okay.
21 plus years.
Cool.
Moved over there in 2001.
2001?
From Ontario.
From Ontario?
Yes, sir.
Where did you pick up the skateboard?
I think mom and dad bought me like a little Hot Wheel like rocket board, like Toys R Us style kind of deck.
Dope.
Small.
You mentioned that you still have it, right?
I still have that board. It's just
you save it as a trophy.
It's like a stamp mark of like my life. Like no matter what I've done or what I will do in my life, that is definitely it's there.
Is it good condition or is it?
Yeah, it's in good condition. No, it's in good condition. I would say like a 6, probably 6, 7 out of 10. Like,
That's
it's
cool.
Good.
That's cool. And who showed you the skateboard? Like, did you just find it in the house, or they, like you said, they just brought it to you one day from Toys R Us?
I think they just brought it to me from Toys R Us, and then my uncle, my mom's brother, they used to have like a big like quarter pipe out in the front yard, but they were like BMX.
Okay.
So, like, they would, like, bust shit, and I would see, like, everyone on the block, like, probably being, like, 3 years old. And it's crazy how I remember that in my brain.
Right.
But
That's cool. So, when did you figure out that you wanted to get the actual boards, the real boards to skate?
I was probably, like, 6 years old.
6 years old?
Got my first real deck.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember my dad took me and my brother to, I don't remember exactly which skate shop.
Mm-hmm.
But he had told us to pick out a board, and I don't know when my gut or anything, but I chose a Zero Thomas Smith grind deck. It was specifically Jamie Thomas, like he was doing it's called the Smith grind board.
Right.
Like if you were to look it up, it's Jamie Thomas doing a front Smith down like a lot, like on a massive down like handrail.
That's what's up.
I know what board you're talking about because I'm a big Zero fan.
Right.
So I know it's that one where it's just like all black and white.
Yes.
And then he's just doing the Smith grind.
Jamie Thomas is bald. He's bald at that time, and yeah, he's doing the front Smith down the handrail.
Yeah.
That was my first board.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
That's so sick that you remember that.
How did you notice the difference between a fake board and a real board?
I probably didn't know the difference, but from just like around that same time when I got the first board, my brother had got a 411 video VHS tape. I think it was issue number 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were you riding the skateboard like on your feet already? Were you standing
Oh yeah,
up?
Definitely. Like from that little Hot Wheels board, like I
I
already mastered that thing,
Yeah,
so I was ready for the real thing.
That's cool.
What year was that? What year was that, if you don't mind?
For the actual like board. Like, what years was that?
No, like, what year did you get your first board?
My first board? Like, the Hot Wheel one?
Yeah.
That was, like, had to be, I would say, like, 1999. Yeah,
Okay.
I was born in 96, so I was, like, roughly 3 years old.
And the Jamie Thomas board, you got it?
Like, 2002.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was that time?
Yeah.
All right.
So I was about 5 going on 6, around there, but...
And right away, what were you, goofy or regular?
Regular,
Okay.
pushing Mongo, man. Like, just
like,
looking like a goofy out there.
Well, we all start somewhere.
Yes,
I was gonna say because
Yes,
I was once doing that myself until I saw it on video again. Like I keep saying it, but yeah, it looks proper if you could push right.
Of course.
Yeah, but I don't hate on it because like you could get a good switch game out of it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what was the first trick that you remember learning though?
The ollie.
The ollie, and then how hype were you when that happened?
Oh, I felt like once I learned the ollie, like it was
mastered
everything
it?
else was gonna be easy because the ollie was a nightmare. It was like
Woo,
the big boss fight at the end of a Metal Gear Solid game or something.
Damn, put it in that kind of reference. I see. Yeah. So that's cool, man. Now, when you first started doing the ollie, did you put it like in the crack, or did you roll?
No, I didn't learn my ollie stationary. I learned it while like kind of like semi-rolling, like a good one push.
Yeah.
To kind of give me that momentum to like push my front foot forward.
Smart. Yeah.
And just like watching like skate videos, just all like. Thank God I grew up in a circle of friends that had skate videos and stuff.
Right.
And I'll get more into that later if we want to talk about
sure.
that.
Oh, yeah,
but
we will. Yeah. That's cool because, like, me, like, I remember trying to learn out of stationary, and it didn't quite work out. And then when you learn rolling, that's the actual proper way.
Yeah.
You know, and then putting, like, a little broomstick or something to try to get over, and you get over it, ooh, that's, like, everything. So that's cool. So what was after that? Did you try to do the kickflip next, or was it, like, shove-its?
I started doing shove-its. So, like, I remember the next trick after that was a nollie shove-it.
Okay, wow. Yeah, because you're able to scoop them around.
They was just easier than a regular shove-it. It was just made more sense.
Yeah, you got that pressure on the front nose.
It's like they come around easier.
Easier, yeah.
Than regular shove-it, because the shove-it's like you gotta throw forward, so now you gotta jump forward.
Yes.
The other one, it's just like, whoop, I jump backwards.
Yep, you already know.
I pop those things quite often. They're quite easy. Yeah. Oh, that's rad, man. That's cool that did you have a skate crew with you? Were other skaters around and involved in showing you?
I have a good friend that I met that lived like right down the street from me. His name was Joey. Joey Herrera.
Shout out.
Yeah, big shout out to him. He definitely like showed me a lot of like what I like know today.
Right.
So, you know, props goes to him. I appreciate everything.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. And he would like show you like did he know more than you? Was he a little bit older?
Yeah, he was about 3 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like a baby, so like but I shout out to him because he took the time and effort to like take me under his wing.
Right.
Even when he was like with his like own batch of friends, and like they introduced me to like I got introduced to them, and
that's cool.
Was that before you went to Baldwin Park skate park and met?
Yeah, it was before that. Yeah, this is kind of like more like on the block that you live, and like, you know, there's a friend, and then like
you had
and
all
like
the skate videos and everything.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
let's get into that. What videos hyped you up back then?
First video he had showed me was Baker 3.
Baker 3?
Yeah, I remember that was the first
guy.
video like I had seen with him, and like he had the DVD. And
that's dope.
Yeah, like that was like pretty.
What was your
crazy.
favorite part from Baker 3?
Brian Herman with that introduction hard flip. It's like one of the best hard flips I've ever seen.
Or that nose grind in the center at Hollywood 12.
Yeah. So
Insane.
that's definitely like that blew my mind.
Right. That's cool, man. And what about like who's your favorite team back then?
Zero.
Yeah, because of the Jamie Thomas and
Thomas, Cole, like John Alley, and just rail chompers, you know, like T-Guns, Tommy Sandoval.
Low-key, talking about Jamie Thomas, I just came earlier and I seen someone donated Jamie Thomas 1995 trophy. But
oh yeah, shout out to them. Shout out for the
Shout
donation.
Out. Nice.
Yeah, it's right behind us, right here. The X Games.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan Kula for that.
Ryan Kula.
Yep. Yeah, man. What was your board setup back then when you were growing up?
Let's see. I was skating a lot of zero back then.
Zero boards.
Like back to that time when I was like skating with my buddy Joey, I was like I always got like a zero board every time I had the chance to.
Mm-hmm.
So the setup would be like, I would just base one that I knew for sure. Like I had a Tommy Sandoval deck. It was like specifically like a Tommy gun. It was like the graphic was like a Tommy gun.
Mm-hmm.
And it said Tommy Sandoval. It was like probably when he had barely got on zero, because it was like he was like new to the team.
Right. I think I know what graphic you're talking about, because I remember that Aero graphics is when they were bringing out like, it was like these black and white.
Yes.
Things, and then each one of them had like their own.
Their own like thing, like object, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because like those are the decks at the time that you just wanted to be like, yeah, I want that deck.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling your mom, but.
And it's crazy. It was actually my birthday. Like, I had a birthday party at Arundel Skate Park. I think I was like I think I had turned 10. Yeah, it was definitely my 10th birthday because that's why it was so big. But my grandpa had like surprised me with I guess my mom had like asked me like what I wanted for my board.
Right.
And I guess she had submitted that to my grandpa.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
my grandpa had
was your sponsor?
Had went to the skate shop and like he got me like my Thunder trucks.
That's cool.
My Zero board. I didn't know which Zero board, but he got me that Zero board.
Yeah. So
I think a Bones STF's wheels. I don't know which size. The Reds bearings.
That's cool.
But yeah, that was
your setup.
That was definitely my setup, and it stood like that for a long time.
It's the best present you can ask for as a kid, right?
That's right.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just remember giving him like the giant hug, seeing a big smile on my face, and then he just told me go tear it up in the park. Like,
that's cool. That's a good.
Put that deck that you have right now,
put
it in the car, and then start popping off the freshie. You know.
That's cool. The freshies are always cool, man.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. So what about like when were you introduced to your first local skate shop? Who would that be?
First local skate shop would have had to been utility board shop.
Utility?
Yeah. Utility.
Sick.
Yep.
Shout out to
right
that,
there
man.
on where Pawn Shop is currently at. Right there on downtown Covina, Citrus.
Who's your local skate shop now?
I kind of like bounce around honestly, but I try to support. I like to visit lots of skate shops and like at least buy something from them, and like either if I can walk out with a T-shirt or a hat or something, you know, because you know I don't want to just like stick to one skate shop.
That's cool. That's
you know,
cool.
I think they all deserve the love, and they all put in the same effort for like, you know, they all put in effort for skateboarding.
That's true.
We're one giant community, so we gotta
we
gotta keep that going.
I like that. Yeah, shout out to all the local skate shops out there, man.
Yeah.
There ain't just, you know, like me. Like dude, I love to go visit them and see what they're about, and you never know, you know. Then meet some cool people out there.
I mean,
you know?
chime in on that. I can relate to that because sometimes I travel, and whenever I travel, the first thing I do is I go on Google. I'm like, that's local skate shop, because I'm like, I'm gonna go and support whatever the local skate shop is, and you can tell which ones are the local shops compared to the corporate shops.
Like Zoomies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to shop there. When I was like 11.
But, hey, that happens, man.
It happened.
As long as you weren't grabbing the trucks and holding them the wrong way, the mall grab in there, then, you know, you were all good.
And I always gripped my decks. So I didn't want no one gripping it from me.
I used to grab my board at that in high school. What's the deal with that?
It's called the mall grab.
Go home then.
Yeah. So you were rocking the Thunder trucks. What about nowadays? What's your board setup now?
Skate. Now I skate chocolate. Yeah, they're just like their board feel, their shape. Specifically the shape that I skate, honestly, because they have a variety of shapes that they offer.
Right.
I skate the G008 shape.
I know
There's
that.
a
You know
size
that.
8.
Yeah.
Size 8 shape. It just works great for me. So it's not too much concave.
That's
kind of
cool.
flat, small tail. Kind of original, like 2002 style. You know what I mean? Everyone rode small boards back then. Now everyone's on like 8.7s.
Right. Yeah. Now because of the twin paddle board, I'm over here on an 825.
It's like when we were back in the early 04 to like 08 when you were riding, the smallest board you were riding was a 7.5, but dude, now I look at you and you're riding an 8. That's small.
Yeah, I ride an 8. I went from 825. I used to ride 825, and just the board just felt clunky to me. Just
wow. Yeah.
Pop felt great, but I just felt like flick was just like.
Then if you're in the market for trying to find one of them twin paddle boards, because I think the smallest that the Chris Roberts one is 825. I haven't looked at the Sean Malto board, but they made this almost the same deck for him.
Okay, because he skates the twins.
It's for girl, right? And so like it may be a thinner board. I'm not sure. So you may have to look into that one. But yeah.
Are we talking about like thinner as in like the wood is compressed thinner?
No.
Or
It'd probably be like an 8.0 or something
width,
like
right?
that. Yeah, in width. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know though. Don't quote me on that. I've never shopped for his board yet. So yeah. So that's cool, man. So yeah, like because I love the fact that you knew the G number.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, because I did see that list, and everybody has their shape in there.
What's the G number?
It's pretty much like it's a graph that pretty much tells you
like a graphic design that Krill Tap offers, like on their like website. They have like probably like over 15 shapes of like their boards, and they're all start with a G. That's like their code.
Right.
But of course the numbers are like different. So like again, the shape that I ride is like a G008, which is specifically a size 8 board.
Right.
I think it's like 14.25 wheelbase. But just like they have a big variety, and I like that. I like how like the riders can like. They cannot like hate on. They can like not get one shape from one brand, ride it, and be like, "Oh, well, this is whack."
Yeah.
Maybe just that shape you weren't digging it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can try another shape.
Right.
It might work out for you. So
and
it worked out for me. So
that would be one of my questions as well. Is like, now when you order that board, that shape, does it only come in a certain like pro model, like
certain pros offer that,
or you can't just get any like, I want to have like, I want this shape, but can they bring it to me with like this graphic on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so I think that it's probably much only like, this is Mike Mo's shape right here, or, right? Sean Monto's shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like these pros, this is the size of it's kind of like they give them not only a pro board, but a pro shape and everything. And it's like, these dudes offer you this because this is what they like to ride.
Yeah, and most of the riders, they offered about 2 to 3 sizes per pro graphic that they do. So, like, either that pro must, like, I know, like, I've been riding a lot of Vincent Alvarez decks, and he really skates, like, size 8.
Right.
Like, he likes a small board, so... Right. And I like that because it's like, hell yeah, it's like a rad dude that I love.
Right.
And... he likes the board shape that I like, so it couldn't get any better than that.
What I've been noticing about like pros and like the boards that pro skaters get compared to the boards that they send to the stores, they're different.
A lot of times,
pro skateboarders get special boards that like compared to like going to the stores.
Then what's going in? Then what's going in?
Yeah. A lot of times, because the kids aren't actually looking for that model. The kids know what they know. They go, I want an 825, and they want the standard what they know.
Not just that, being a pro, you get to like not decorate, but specifically on your board, like to make you skate the way you want to skate. And like people skate different like shapes, like you said, shapes, different sizes, and dude. But to me, one time I got a handy down from a pro, and it felt different from like another skate shop, like the layers or something was different about it. Yeah.
Oh.
Even with the shoes.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Too. Yeah. For a fact.
Shout out, man. Yeah, but I mean, of course, like I know P-Rod, he only likes to have he knows like he has these certain molds, and he goes, I want this mold, but the number 8 board from the bottom. So every time they press like 20 boards at a time, he wants the 8th one down out of that mold because that's the perfect deck for him. So every time they press 20 boards in this mold, each of them are going to come out a little different because they're making like 20 at a time. You know what I mean? So
wow.
Yeah. So like, and then he found that specific shape that he likes. So they have to pull them every time and mark them. This is P-Rod's board. This is P-Rod's board. This is P-Rod's board. So then one time on the 9 Club, he actually gave away, like you said, his personal shape. He goes, these are the ones that I specifically ride right here. These do not end up in the skate shops. So, I mean, like you said, but he knows his factory, and he knows what board he wants, which is dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty precise right there.
Shout out to P-Rod on that.
Shout out to that.
You know what I mean? That's actually like, that's some personal level shit right there.
Skaters gonna want if they want to skate the way they want to skate, it makes them feel happy. They're gonna need what they need to be able to skate the way they want to skate.
I agree.
And if you got those kind of means, man, you're gonna make it happen. Yeah.
I mean, when you have that freedom to sit there and customize what you like, imagine how good you're gonna be. I mean, but I feel like a bunch of homies too, they learn to do that on their own. Like sometimes I've seen homies sit there with like a Sawzall and just shaped, even though they're about to bought a board, they shape it to what they like it to.
They like.
Yeah, that could
There's
happen.
always some type of like editing, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know. All right. What about a local skate park? Like, what was the first place you started, and what do you like?
Oh, Baldwin Park Skate Park Teen Center.
Every time? That's where you started?
That's where it was like... It was Irwindale a little bit, but like I didn't like skating with the helmet on. I was just like...
Yeah.
If I get hurt, I get hurt.
What was the problem with skating a helmet on? Like,
it's not that it wasn't a problem.
Well, it's just the cops, right? Across the street, the police station.
Cause when I was at Irwindale, I was never skating with no helmet. I always had my helmet on, but I just didn't like just having that on my head. Just felt like excessive weight when I would like jump off of something. I would feel like that. I had a very small head, so my helmet would just go. Felt like it would go like this, and like I would be like in midair, like I just like see. I can't see, and like
it was more dangerous, and it maybe
it's gonna cause.
Maybe if you had a proper fitting helmet or something, but yeah.
You had to wear helmets because the police station across the street, right? Give me tickets.
Oh, and yeah, during that time, Irwindale was like notorious for the ticket game at Irwindale. Like
we've heard stories.
You know, they'll send in the whole SWAT team if you weren't wearing a helmet right there. You know what I mean?
Like Skate Show said, we've had plenty of stories about that skate park because
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But it's a fun place.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That park is cool.
That's cool. But so Baldwin Park is a home park.
That's the home park. That's the homeland.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's definitely where I've learned like 90% of my skating and what I can do.
That place has a lot to offer, but the only thing that I had noticed with that park is like the transition is like some of it's like just goes like ta-ta, like straight up, like flat to up. You know what I mean? Like, which is cool, but there are some good transition spots in there too as well.
Yeah.
So I just didn't. My first time there, trying to go in there, I didn't realize that it was gonna be such a sharp pickup back up.
Okay.
Yeah, because coming in through the front door, you know, like, and you come in and there's the big hill in front of you with that
the big bank, gap. The big bank with the mani pad.
With the mani pad on top. Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's cool.
Who was your first local skater, not local skater, but the Baldwin Park skater that you met at Baldwin Park when you started skating there?
That had to be, man, there's so many names, but like, I would for sure say that my buddy, shout out to him, Rudy Barroso.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, like, you know, he was, back then, like, we were for sure like in that same category, like, skating together, just breaking me out of my comfort zone, and he still does this to this day. Like when I'm like in my head trying a trick or something, like at a new spot or something, he'll be like, "I know you're in your head.
Yeah,
you need to snap out of that." So
that's cool.
He's definitely like
we always need somebody out there.
One of the best. Yeah, he's a great human being, and I love that dude. So
cool, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say shout out to Rudy too, because he's a good human, man. Every time I run into him, he just shows mad love. Greatest person ever met. Invited me to the camping trip, but he has kind of just like... I watch his skate clips, and in a way, he's hyped me up to fucking want to come out more and skate with you guys.
Right on.
It's like a few sets... Like, I saw him the other day at LP, and he was like, dude, no way, he just showed up. I was like, I'm going to try to come back. But yeah, that's what it turned into.
That's
he didn't come back, but...
Yeah,
it's just, you can see the love of the skateboarding.
Oh, for sure. And you know what's crazy is that when I came back into skating, which was like 2 years ago, I remember when I heel flipped the four stair, like the little four stair in the park. It was like one of like the biggest like challenges that like me coming back into skating, like to get that objective done, because I used to do it like nothing, like back when I was skating.
So you had like I gotta get this.
Yeah, and I gotta get this, and this is like something that I'd always done, and I was known for in that park. So I was like, I gotta get this. And
I know the feeling.
When I did it, my group of friends that were still there, and you know Rudy and himself, they all got sparked after I did that, because they realized like I was gone for a long time, and like I was like probably like 20-25 pounds heavier than what I am right now.
Oh wow, yes.
So Yeah, I was definitely big, just out of shape, just
That's
looking like a sweat ball out there, and I guess I hyped the homies up. And
but you got the trick, right?
Yeah,
That's
I got
dope.
the trick, and
That's
now.
dope.
Hey, me being a West Covina local, getting treated bad by the locals, went to Baldwin Park and met the locals. There's a lot of dudes that were fucking killing it at Baldwin Park.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody that, like, other names besides Rudy that
Of course.
you see, like, that
Tuna.
inspired you?
Tuna for sure. Man, dude crushes
Come back.
it.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The
Go
button's a
ahead.
little too sensitive.
Tuna crushes it. Shout out to him.
Tuna.
Noodles is definitely like a VP legend. Like
you know?
that dude
Yeah.
used to crush it, man.
Shout out to them,
Steve
man.
Corona, Dita. Let's see. There's just so many homies that
Danny.
came through that park and would really throw some stuff down.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just amazing to see. I was always hyped to see stuff on skate videos, but like seeing actual tricks that you see on skate videos, like down like on the 6 rail or like on the 4 rail, like just like pop shove it over crooks and stuff, just like
Ooh, that's dope.
it's just like wow, like you come home as a kid and like my
Inspired.
parents would like, and I'm actually appreciative of that like they would listen to what I had to say because they knew I loved skateboarding, so anything that I had to say about it was just like I would be like, Mom, like I came home, someone did a kickflip back crook, like and
She don't have no clue what you're
no
talking
clue,
about.
but she knew
was
that
like,
like, wow,
okay.
that must have been hard, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, you don't even know.
That's cool. That's right. Hell yeah.
It was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
And like saying that, there's some pros like Deshaun Jordan when he did 270 from board on the Hollywood 16. First person he called was his mom. Hey mom, I just did this trick.
That's
I mean, it's
amazing.
crazy. Some moms
Yeah.
understand, but other moms don't understand. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff.
That's cool, man. Because I mean, the love. Because sometimes we've had some guests on the show that sometimes they don't accept skateboarding. So it's cool to see the parents that back the kid and they're stoked to hear the stories and stuff. So shout out to all the parents out there.
Yeah, I'm blessed to have that.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Never mind.
Uh-oh.
I just brain farted.
It's all good. Hey, it happens.
It's all
It
good.
happens.
It's all good. It's
I had
all
a
good.
question and it just went, but.
It does happen. It does happen. All right. Are you the type of person that listens to music while you skate?
No, not really. No,
No?
I like hearing the sound of my board.
That's cool.
But I will listen to music occasionally if I am struggling out there. Like if I am
kind of
like
takes you.
if there's like someone making too much noise in the park and it's just like and it's kind of like in my like zone that I'm
Right.
trying to do. Like I just need to like blur everything out and maybe throw on
Makes
a little bit of
sense.
music.
Makes
One
sense.
ear, I won't even do both ears. I'll do one just so I can slightly heal my board still and like know what's
We got
going
another-
on.
We got another one here. And
But
Skate does that.
Yeah.
I prefer music out loud on a speaker, honestly. I love when
That's
someone
cool.
bumps a big speaker in the skate park.
Okay.
It just brings like
It brings the vibes.
It brings a vibe
go.
to the whole skate park where you're just like, hell yeah, and then when you see everyone just like get hyped off that
Yeah.
one song, it's
yeah.
like,
When one song comes on, it's like, oh, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to do this in the park today, but now that the song's on, it's like I might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for sure.
Yeah, the hype is real, man. The hype is real.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. That's cool, man. What about if you can travel anywhere to skateboard?
Off the top of my head, it would have to be Barcelona.
Everybody Barcelona.
I mean,
go.
there's gonna be a giant trip we're gonna all have to make together for this, because everybody that's named Barcelona on the show, hit us up, man. Leave us a comment.
I already
Let's
got-
all get it done.
I already got my travel stuff in my car, so let's go.
Packed and ready to go,
dude,
people.
this is so great. Like,
Yep.
like I'm looking at this and I'm like, dude, the Barcelona trip is gonna be bigger than the fucking chomp on this video.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Let's
That'll
go.
be epic.
Let's go. Let's go. So Barcelona, huh?
And Japan as well.
What would you want to hit out there? What would you want to skate if you could go there?
Probably like I would try to find like I'm more of a like as a kid I used to be like more of like a stair jumper,
Okay.
like just love jumping off of shit, and like now, getting a little older on the body, but
Right.
I'm still breaking myself in slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just skating a lot of ledges and stuff, so I would like to skate like marble ledges, maybe some marble hubbas.
Damn.
Maybe, you know, some stairs and stuff, but, you know, nothing too crazy. Like,
sounds buttery already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have a good vibe. That's really what I'm on. Just have fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quick question. What would your dream trick on MACBA? Anywhere in MACBA.
Anywhere in
MACBA be?
Well.
Would have to be... Honestly, I mean, because I love heel flips, so what is it, a 3-block that they have right there? Is it the 3-block?
Yeah, it's a 3-block.
I would like to heel flip it.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be cool,
I'll
man.
film it.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Well, if Victor Castillo is there, like, the trick has to be done right there on the spot, so there is no...
And what are you doing down it?
Me?
No, Victor.
I'll get your bag with the disco flip.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna show you up like that.
I was gonna say that.
I knew he was gonna show you up like. I was like, come on, man, really?
I was gonna say that.
You're just gonna one me up
like,
right now?
man.
I knew it.
Nah, that's all up. Dude.
I know,
get
but
super
still,
hype, man.
But still, I would have like, all right, well, at least you better show mine first.
I might have to backside heel flip after.
Yeah. Prob to you. Got something down that thing?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to hit the 3-block. I would want to do that shootout ledge that everyone skates.
Is it the flat one?
Yeah, it's a stair set, but you shoot out.
Mm-hmm.
If you go fast enough, you can shoot into straight. But I'd be cool. I'd be cool with the backsmith back 180 out.
That's dope.
Oh yeah, that's buttery.
I'd be cool. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. Shout out to that, man. So, Makba, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. What about do you have a favorite skate shoe you rock?
No, not really.
Not really?
I haven't really found. Well, you know what? There is one shoe that I do really like, and it's been a classic. Like, it's been around for like a long, long time, and it's the Adidas Busenitz Pro. I think it's.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if it's his first no, it's not his first pro model, but it's the one with the excessive long tongue that you can scissor down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you can clip the tongue.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that soccer like looking shoe.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds cool.
I can touch on that because I remember years ago, I think before like any big company like Adidas, Nike, or anything touched into that, or no, Adidas, cut that. Adidas was already touching into that, but it's crazy that he was the first big major shoe out there, and no one knows that. That you would go to a store and you would see a shoe that just said Busenitz. And no one knew that. No one knew that he was a skater.
My brother knew. And he was like, oh, Dennis Busenitz, man.
Damn.
Your brother used to skate, or?
No, he didn't skate, but he was a big, Chattanooga fan.
Sick.
My brother, I want to put him out there like that, but I will. He broke. I mean, we were at my grandpa's, and this is when my dad had bought us those boards, when I had got the Zero Smith board.
Yeah.
Right.
My brother had got a Zero board as well, but it was the bold. He got the bold letters, the bold Zero.
The one that said Zero.
Yeah, he got that original black, white, and blue. And we were in my grandpa's backyard, and I think he got the nightmare, the skater's nightmare. He got that pebble. Pushed and got that pebble. Got the flew forward, broke his wrist.
Whoa.
Yeah, that would shut the lights off for some people, man.
Yeah, that just he just didn't touch skating again after that. But I seen it, and I was like, well, that's not gonna happen to me right now. So and I kept going.
That's cool, man. I mean, usually as kids, man, we're pretty resilient, and then he just happened to get that one fall that just,
That one fall, that one pebble that was just there.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always that one fall that shuts down skaters from wanting to ever skate.
Taking photos of us.
Hey,
Sorry,
it's all
Michelle.
good. I like it. I like it.
My habitat.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all
Photos.
good. Photo op. Yeah. All right. Yeah. How about any dream sponsors growing up?
Dream sponsors growing up, as of back then?
Back then and now, because I see you rocking a lot of chocolate.
Oh, well, back then it would have been Zero all day, but yeah. But now that I've grown up, as you grow up, and now that I came back into skating, I've watched a lot of Zero videos to get a refresher on what I used to love.
Yeah.
And then I remember Chocolate Bunny Hop had just dropped,
Ooh,
like last year.
Yeah, it's just recent.
I had just watched it. You know, it was just like random. I came home from work and I was like, oh, like I gotta watch a skate video, and I had seen it and I was just like, just the way like everything was done and like the skaters, the team, like just their style, like I was like, I really like me being grown up now, like 10 years later. I would like, yeah, I think that's my style, and that's what I like.
That's cool, yeah. Because I love the way they called it bunny hop, as a matter of fact, because, you know, I think as Keenan used to say, do the bunny hop.
Bunny hop? Well, what year did that video come out?
Just last year?
Yeah, last year.
As of last year?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I do want to touch on the fact that you did say you stopped skating. What was the reason why you stopped skating for a little bit?
I stopped skating freshman year, so like the end of first semester. I was like halfway through the semester. Like, yeah, halfway through the freshman year.
Of high school?
Of high school.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just like branched off because I grew up in Baldwin Park, but I went to school in Covina.
Okay.
My grandma had a house in Covina I used that address to go there, and because Mama didn't want me, you know,
going to a bad school.
She didn't want me going to BP.
Not that you're a bad school, everybody out there. But
yeah, no, you guys are great, but yeah, just Mama didn't want me going there.
Yep.
And still. It doesn't. This is what's like. Honestly, like I want to put out there. Like no matter where you go, it's really on you to be who you're gonna be. So I made that decision to, I chilled with a different group of friends, and they were into the tagging and the whole graffiti thing.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I was myself as well.
And you know, I got into that. I liked it. My older brother, that's what he did. Like my brother that broke his wrist. Like he was like into the hip hop, like underground and graph, he was just into that, and I would like watch him like do it on paper, and I was like, dude, that's like freaking tight. Like I want to learn how to do that. Yeah, of course. And he was like, if your mom finds out, she's gonna beat my ass.
Right. Cause, like your mom probably knew he did it, right? Yeah. And then and then now you're influenced by your older brother. And yes. He goes,
and
now you're getting me in trouble, homie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
I can see
and
that.
I always told my mom, like, don't blame my older brother. Like it's me. Like, you know, and
cool is cool.
And he didn't teach me, teach me too much. Yeah. He told me, he's like, there were certain things to where he's like, I'm not gonna teach you a lot because you need to learn. Right. And
sometimes you gotta go.
I started kicking it with these friends, and it went bad for like the first 3-4 years. Like I was really a troublemaker to like senior year. I graduated though, so like that's good. I was able to get that.
You got your diploma.
I didn't graduate from Covina High School, but I got kicked out on Halloween. Right. Smoking weed. But,
smoking weed and chilling.
Continuation school?
Continuation adult school.
There we go.
Knocked it out like 6 months after everybody graduated from Covina High. So I was slightly late, but I got it done.
Were you like bummed out about that?
I was really bummed out, but you know what? I did it to myself. My ex-girlfriend at that time, it's funny, like she used to warn me about it, like, hey, like you think you're like unstoppable, but like one of these days the school's gonna be fed up with you and they're just gonna boot you out. And she listened.
Yeah, man, like there was a time where I thought I was unstoppable, and then I finally realized one day that using the word "you're not unstoppable" really helped me like actually guide myself to like make better decisions, because I go, you know, you'd be speeding down the freeway. Just be like, hey, dude, you're not unstoppable, homie. And you're like, okay, damn. Then all of a sudden your foot just kind of lets off the gas a little bit.
That's not even all it takes. All it takes is, like how you said, like a freeway situation. Like, you could be, like, driving at a normal fast rate, and it just takes... Right. It won't even be you driving. It could just be another driver not paying attention, and it could be a real bad situation.
Right, right. And it takes you to hopefully be paying attention to avoid it, you know?
So nowadays, I'm an old man driver. Like, if someone tells me to be somewhere, like, okay, other than here, like, I actually today was, like, probably going 65.
Oh, like careful. 50. It's not that important. We'll still be here to do the show for you, bro.
Oh, yeah. So, but I was like, yeah, you know.
He's like, I got to get there.
I can honestly relate with that because, like, I used to be into the whole, like, race car scene and everything, and then it's like, now I'm like, you know what? I have no problem buying a 4-cylinder, and just driving in the slow lane and enjoying life.
That's it, dude. Like, what's the rush, man? I'm not in no rush. Like,
Yeah.
I don't work for a crazy corporate job to where like I need to like be speeding with my Starbucks coffee. Like,
and that's what causes a lot of accidents. People being late to places because they're too lazy to wake up for work or like
get up 20 minutes earlier, guys.
Yes. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some time, man, to get to work because otherwise, you if you're racing there like me, like it takes me. Luckily, I work close by, but
that's awesome.
I mean, hey, like I'm still guilty of it, you know. But a lot of times, you know, I try to be careful and just be like, give yourself some time. And then I go, you know what? It's not that important. If I'm late, it's my life or someone else's life. So you know what I mean? I'd rather just be late than just try to get there on time and not, you know, so I don't hurt anybody.
Of course.
Sometimes when you're late, you're just rushing like fuck, like you know, you don't even thinking about nothing. You're just thinking where you gotta go. Right. Fast and
you don't realize how fast you're driving or the ignorance sometimes that you would like can carry inside or you know whatever it is. Just gotta be safe out there.
Yeah.
I mean, me, because I work for the state and I work on the freeways. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like, I'll tell anyone, like, I'd rather take the punishment for being late than rushing down and taking the risk of taking someone's life because I see a lot of bad things go down on the highway and I'm like, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Humans need to stop rushing and just be like, if you're late, accept you're late and that's it. And if it's an issue, learn to correct it.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
I agree with that, man. Yeah. So you did take a break from skateboarding. How long were you off for the board?
It was roughly about 9 to 10 years.
9 to 10 years?
Oh, you know what? Because I did buy a board in 2016, but it was like it was just kind of like something that like I remember my car had broke down around that time, like, and I was working like real close to home, so I just needed something to push real quick. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't count that. Yeah,
I used to use skateboards, you know, like as dollies to move furniture. That's about it when I was off the board myself, and then it took my homie telling me like, hey, like, do you skate still? I'm like, nah. He's like, I'm gonna send you a board, and then he gives me a board, and then I gotta put the trucks and wheels on there. He's like, I'm coming out there in April. Are you ready? I'm like, yeah. And then April comes, and I haven't even got no trucks, no wheels. And he's like, I'm coming down. Are you ready? I said, oh, man, I better get my stuff. And then couldn't even ollie up a curb, really. And then I was like, oops, I'm better than this, man.
I was the same way, man.
You know what I mean? So it put that spark back in me. Is that what it did for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a big journey for me to get to here where I am today. Like,
right.
And I'm proud of 100% of what I did.
Yeah, dude, I'm proud to have you back in the game.
I know it's not over. Like, this is just like...
Yeah.
It's only 2 years into the game, so...
I'm 44 years old, man. How old are you?
I'm 26.
You got a lot of skating to do, man.
I'm 26.
You got a lot of skating to do. And then, real quick, you did mention you did get on the board because you're watching...
I was watching so this is when skateboarding had just made it onto the Olympics. What was it? It was for the first time, right?
Right.
That it was on?
Right.
So I remember I had came home from work, and my pops is just, you know, usually always watching, like, the History Channel, like, in the living room.
Right.
And he was like, hey, like... skateboarding's on the Olympics, and I was like, what? I was like, no, because I always thought that like skateboarding was always gonna be like that anti like
that anti-mean society.
Yeah, anti-mean society, like we're on our own road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
And then you're thinking, what is it, slalom? Was it like highest trick? You know, like that's how it used to be. I mean, for
and
contests.
I was thinking like, okay, like this is gonna be like X Games, but just that now it's in the Olympics,
right?
Or like SLS,
right?
So, I watched it and I was just blown away. It just, you know, seeing the skating on TV and like, I just felt like it was like meant to be. Like,
right?
Maybe it aired on like. Perfect timing for me to see it, and
well, your pop
that same
you
day,
to show you. Yeah.
That same day, I went and bought a board.
That's what's up.
That same day, like
Shout
it was
out
crazy.
To that, man.
Yeah, I bought a board. I was like,
it's crazy, you know, like that. Just something like that. Well, I feel like I've seen so many people be sparked back into skating because of that. Just like, hey, I saw it on TV and something big posted on TV. Or you were at a family party and you saw a little homie skating. You're like, hey, let me help. Oh, what? I can still heel flip?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I might buy a board again and get back into it.
Get back into it. Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a lot of ways, man.
There's a lot of ways that you could get back on that board. And if you're out there and you're thinking that you want to get back on the board, just do it, man. I'm telling you to do it. Go get it.
There is no judgment about you getting back on the board. The fact is, come out and have fun.
Come out and have fun.
I was at that point in life, dude, to where, like, I was, like, a workaholic. I was just working, like, unbelievable shifts. Like, I would do, like, past the 12-hour point.
More than yours, and then
more than what I'm like should be doing at my age. You know what I mean?
Right, and then does the company thank you for that kind of
overtime?
No,
dude. You know, I was working like out of some fucked up places and yeah, they'll treat you like you'll do good like the whole year and like they'll be like, oh, you're like they'll buy you a pizza and then like on the day like you're hungover and you can't perform.
Oh,
they it's like the end of the world.
It's a big.
It's like, oh my god, like.
Yeah,
what are you doing? Today. What have you been doing? And it's like, dude, like, give me slack. Like,
yeah, you don't give me any time to have a life.
Well, at that point, like, with like companies, you feel like, do I really deserve to come and work for them?
No, so at the end of the day, like, I just got fed up with it, and I was a forklift driver, so I was just like doing like lots of that, and I was bouncing from job to job. Like, I was trying to find a spot to where I was like, all right, like, this is a spot where I could rock with. Mm-hmm. They're cool, like, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? It's the whole category that I'm in. I need to get out of that.
Right.
And, like, I was skating so much, like, that the skating was, like, affecting, like, my work.
Right.
And I was like, I want to skate more. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I found a job that was that worked up to my needs, and I'm living my life like
pretty comfortably now.
I'm comfortably now, dude,
That's
and
good.
I'm able to skate, and I'm my job is like I'm kind of like my own boss.
That's cool.
So I don't really have like a supervisor barking at me or anything like that. So I'm grateful for that.
That's cool. That's what's up, man. Shout out to that.
Dude, that's like a great thing to hear because like I've been looking at my job, dude. I get that freedom too. Like I can build up so much time that I can just like take so much time off. Like I can work for a whole year, but every month I get a certain amount of PTO. And it just rolls over, and I'm just like...
Yeah, you just, like, accumulate all this time.
Yeah, and you just... When you want to take a skate vacation, you take a skate vacation.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's what's up.
Shout out to
like your birthday, man.
Oh.
I was like, dude, this guy's on the ferry living life.
Dude.
Yeah, you had a good
As it should, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, being able to have that freedom to just be like, I'm really spending a week in Oakland, and I'm getting paid for it. I was like, I don't think you're gonna ask for a better job than that.
Well, it's a vacation that you've earned, man. Shit, they paid for you. You earned that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
Nothing like skating and getting paid for it, you know, from your company.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
it's a good time.
I'm sponsored. What are you talking about? No, I'm just...
this week I'm sponsored.
This week I'm sponsored and I'm getting paid for it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. One time I told my mom, she's all like, I remember she's like, you're never going to get paid for skating. I was like, Mom, I work for this company. I get PTO. I can take off, and I get paid to go skateboarding now. I'm a paid skater. Peace out.
I would have been like, yes.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to that. Yeah, because now you're your own boss when you're on vacation. You're getting paid. You're getting your check. It's all good.
Oh, yeah. And then you come home from your vacation, and you're like, hey, that check. Like, that was from me just having fun.
Yep, and you earned it.
Heck yeah.
That's cool. How about any hobbies off the board? Do you have any hobbies off the board?
Yeah, definitely like fishing. I enjoy fishing. Get that from my dad.
I love fishing, man.
I think it's like real spiritual. It connects you with nature, kind of. If you're tired of just the city and just tired of like people.
Okay.
Just like.
How often do you get to go out?
I try to go out like. Man, dude, I've been slacking, honestly, but I try to go out, like, at least, like, once every 2 months.
That's cool,
if
man.
I can, you know.
Yeah.
Love camping, too.
Camping is cool.
Peralta, you know, shout out to him. He went camping with us. We want Victor Castillo next to come with us. You know, bring that hype that we need.
Dude, camping is fun. Do you have the whole setup and everything?
Oh, yeah. It's in my trunk. Like,
so he's ready to go.
Everything is in my car, like, because homies just love to throw. We'll be at the skate park and like it will just be like that Friday night or Saturday night, and it will just be like, hey, like going camping, and it's like, you want to go? And it's like, some of the friends like gotta be like, oh, I gotta go pack. And me, I'm like, dude, I already got emergency kit in my car. So
100%. That's how the camping trip between all of us went down. You know, I just showed up. I hit up Rudy to go skate, and then he's like, we're skating. He's like, hey, we're going camping later. I was like, and just like he said, I was that guy. I gotta go home and grab my stuff, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I ran up, met with them, and I was like, let's go. It's on. I just, you know, I didn't know how much what to bring, but I was like, next time, now I'll be prepared.
Yeah, when I showed up and like I was like, what, Peralta's here? I was like, oh, dude, fuck, he came through, man. Like, yeah, I was like, it was a great time.
That's dope.
It was an invitation straight from the skate park.
Yeah. And do you take your poles with you too when you go camping?
No, because the place that we do go camping, it's not really like there's nothing to catch there. Okay. So, but in the like where we do camping, there is in certain times of the summer you can catch crawfish or currently they're called crayfish out here in California.
Right. Little crawdads.
Yeah, little crawdads.
Yeah, we used to catch them out here on the golf course when we were kids.
I would like to like catch some, maybe clean them up, boil them, and then. I got the boiling. I got the spot right here. You know.
I won't lie. I've been up to the canyons a couple times where we camped at, and homie just fishing there one day. He literally just popped up with a fish in his mouth, and I was like, "What?" I never knew there was fishes up there until that day.
What?
Yeah, literally just like savage as hell.
That's wild, man. That's wild. That's actually pretty fascinating.
All right, that's
catching
cool,
it with his mouth.
It's
awesome.
I didn't know he was like that. You know, like he just literally he jumped in, a
little bear over there. Yeah, man. So camping and fishing, huh? Those are your hobbies off the board?
Yeah, camping and fishing, just outdoors in general, just like being out there.
That's cool. Nature is all. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. Sheesh, I think we're doing good today, guys.
We're doing great.
We're doing great, man. We're getting great stories out of you, bro. Like the man, good times. This is what it's all about.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. But before we get out of here, though, we always ask a crazy question.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what you pull from the bowl here. Let's see what you got.
So I just pick one, right?
You just pick one and see.
Randomly spin it.
You know, just whatever you want to do.
Tornado.
Dinosaur.
This guy loves the dinosaur one, but
everybody getting the dinosaur one.
What does he got today?
What's your favorite dinosaur?
Go on tour with a band or a rapper, who and where?
Oh, damn.
All right.
Yeah, like a band or a rapper, like if he could go on tour with
on tour with a band or rapper, who and where?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like a band, you have a favorite band that you would want to hang out with? Because I don't know if you listen to rap with the music you like.
Any kind of band.
Yeah.
It could be the Addicts. It could be.
And then they go, hey, we're going on tour.
Okay, so there's this. Like, I'm going to backtrack a little bit, but it's still going to it's going to answer this question.
That's sick.
All right, so when I was skating as a kid before I stopped, I was really into new metal, metal rock, classic rock, just all of that, because my uncle that used to be BMX back in the day, he's a big metalhead, my mom's brother.
Sick.
So I grew up with that and listened to that religiously. So lots of Slipknot and
that's what I want to know. Yeah, what band?
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my brother has showed me this band that's always was a rivalry to Slipknot, and they're called Mushroom Head.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
But
they're a new metal. They're an industrial new metal band. But they wear masks and stuff like that. But they've always been a rivalry with Slipknot. But to this day, Slipknot gave them the props that they deserve. Okay, they seen the big picture and realized how much those dudes have been through, and were hey, you guys are great. You know.
Yeah. You guys went through the ringer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And a lot of the fans that gave the rivalry that started the beef.
Ooh.
Is the fans. You have fans from this band going to Slipknot shows and
Of course,
disrespecting.
Cause even though they already get along, these people probably go, nah, we still got beef. Nah.
Yeah, exactly. There's always going to be those hardcores, dude. But at the end of the day, to answer this question, I would like to go on tour with that band Mushroom Head because...
Well, I mean, and to elaborate on that, it's like the Metallica Megadeth beef.
Exactly.
It's like the Dave Mustaine and fucking Metallica shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But these dudes, when they go on tour, they're party. They like to party. They're great musicians. They're great humans. Like, I watched a lot of other interviews and stuff, and just to know them behind the band as well. Just exactly what we're doing right now. Like, they're great humans as well. Just not of knowing them off their stage name. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's who and where, wherever they go.
Well, to elaborate on that, it's like I just watched the Instagram video, and they were talking about the lead singer from Cannibal Corpse, right?
Okay.
He likes every city he goes into. He likes to go and play the crane machines and win all the plushies out of there. And you're just like, it's Cannibal Corpse. They're like raw and gory as hell.
And this guy's getting all the plushies.
And then he's over there trying to get all the plushies.
Hey, man.
Some people are good at those games, man.
I know I'm good at them because every time I get put in front of them, I'm always like,
dude,
which one do you want?
I have a homie straight up, like, he won't ask you what you want, but we'll just be waiting for, like, a table, like, at a restaurant, right? And they have one of those damn machines, to get a teddy bear, right?
The little claw machine.
And he'll just walk up to it, and he'll just win one, and then he'll just set it on top of the machine and just walk away. He's like, I just know I can do it. It's like, that's like, what?
You want to know what gets me every time is that I'm pretty sure you guys have seen them, like, at, like, pizza places or whatever, but they're notorious in the mall, and, like, that's where the big prizes are. It's like, it's that stackers, no, it's not the stackers game, but it's like that game where, like, it has, like, a bunch of, like, pretty big prizes. Like, usually there's, like, $1,000 like in cash or Xbox or like shoes or like whatever. But you have to like enter the key. You have to put the key inside the keyhole.
Oh wow.
Like you have to like it's like
it's not
easy. It's pretty much a crane game. But it's like you have to sit there and be like, I gotta get up.
You have to have like two spotters too to you're good. Right. Dude, I've literally spent like $60 on that machine at the mall one time. Like I was totally like, today I am not losing and I am gonna quadruple my money and I am gonna go buy like 3 boards, 2 pairs of shoes, like. Now, once I hit $60, I was like, dude, you're not in Vegas. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. the only machine that's gonna pay out now is just the ATM.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's it, man. That's
time to go.
I just had to go to the food court, grab my slice of pizza, and I'm head out.
It's time to roll.
Hey, low-key, I just literally went on my homie's Instagram story the other day, and I watched him sitting it there at Morongo, and he's like, dude, I just spent $100. And I only won 40.
Oh, he's down, dude.
Yeah, he's down then. Because normally, like, if I go, I play, like, a little bit of blackjack. And then I'll start with, like, $40-$60, whatever. But whatever I win, I start stuffing back in my pocket. And I keep playing with my winnings. So that way, at least if I leave the table, I still got what I started with. And that's what I go by. Smart, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I try to do. So, but I never try to dip back in. Because I already know, like... Yeah,
don't worry, I'm gonna frame it. I'm gonna put
this
Where the Locals Sk8.
No one could ever answer that one again.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, guys, like I'm glad that I was able to be here today. So I thank all you guys.
Dude, okay. Then let's get to the shout outs. Then who do you want to shout out before we get out of here, man?
Shout out all the homies from BP Skate Park. Shout out Tuna.
Everybody out there,
you
man.
keep me going. Always hitting me up to skate. Shout out Rudy.
Shout out.
Shout out Chocolate Skateboards. Vincent Alvarez specifically.
Yes, sir.
You're a rad dude. I mean, hey man, you give me a lot of hype, and
that's cool.
Heel Flip Wednesday.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start doing that then. Heel Flip Wednesday.
Heel Flip Wednesday and Tray Flip Fridays. He told I did a real good heel flip
baby
for the
steps.
Yeah, I did a heel flip really good for the boy, and he like commented back on it, and it was like, dude, that was sick. And he told me, he's like, all right, Tray Flip Friday. So I was like, man, VA said that to me, like, better step up your game, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah, man. And then shout out to you guys, OG Skate Show.
Hey, thank you.
Shout out Listo Ass Phil.
Yep.
Shout out my boy Peralta.
Yep. Shout out.
Yeah.
Zombie Wolf.
Zombie Wolf.
Hell yeah, he's in the house. Everybody.
Zombie Wolf.
Yes, sir.
It's okay.
I noticed. I helped you out real quick.
Yeah,
it's
That's
okay.
what we do.
I
That's what we
appreciate
do.
Peralta more.
Yeah, he likes that name. It's all good. Except for now that the baseball player's taking over.
Oh, dude.
The Dodger.
Dude, I got done dirty with that now. Because now if you look me up, now you get to see the guy pitching.
He's not a pitcher. He's a batter. But yeah, he's a home run hitter for us in the Dodgers. And every time he hits a home run, he has to say his name. I go, really?
Really?
And the worst part is I'm an Angels fan.
Yeah, that is the worst part.
Hey, dude.
At least you admit it. All right. Yeah, man. Dude, thank you for coming down.
Of course.
Shoot,
no problem.
It's been
Thank
fun,
you guys
man.
once again.
This is what we do here. We get everybody's story out there. And again, if you're ever dropping anything, if you ever, record anything, we'll help you out, man. We'll promote it and stuff like that.
For sure, yeah. Likewise, I'll do the same.
For sure, man. Thank you. Listo, you have any shout-outs before we get out of here?
2 questions.
Questions?
Yeah, Listo.
Questions?
Who's your favorite Baldwin Park local?
My favorite Baldwin Park local?
Damn, you put him on the spot like
Oh,
that?
man, dude.
Man, there's a
You're
lot.
gonna cause some beef at the park.
Out there. There's a lot of skaters that are sick in the park. Well, at least when I used to skate back in 2007, 2000.
You got to name like
2006.
5 now.
I could name all of them. They're my friends.
Hell yeah.
But there has to be that one dude that spotted out.
Give me a moment.
There we go.
I'm like
Brainstorming.
thinking like what I've seen, like, because I've seen so much in this park, and it's like, wow.
Like someone that just blows your mind, and like no matter what, that's the Baldwin Park local. That's my friend, and he's my favorite.
Dude, I know the one I know is Tuna, man. Big Tuna. He's out there.
Hey,
the way he can work his board, man, is pretty magical.
Before Tuna.
Shoot. I'll sit there and shout out the homie Chucky.
But that's who I know.
I grew up with the homie Chucky. Chucky was... He owned that park back in like early 04.
Same thing as Zoodles.
That's like the beginning stages of VP right there. Like that's like before my time. Like I didn't step foot into that park till like 2006.
No.
But my favorite skater out of BP.
Just say all of them because he.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm gonna stay specific. I would have to say Steve Corona.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yeah.
For a fact.
Yeah. Because, man, and he just came by the other day to the park and, like, just threw a quick visit. And he, like, fucking...
VP legend, huh?
He murdered
VP
it.
legend.
Yeah, he murdered it, dude.
For
And
sure.
he murders everything he touches. And shout-outs to him, dude, because he's the one that told me, like, when I was having a Peralta was telling me about, like, that front board, like, on this, like, pretty tall yellow, like, flat rail.
Okay.
That's kind of like by BP.
Okay, yeah.
And it took me
that one you're working on, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the one I was working on, and like it's crazy because one time me, Rudy, and Steve Corona, we were at BP, and I was telling Steve Corona about this rail that I've been battling.
Right.
And he was like, "Where's it at?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "You want to go to it?" And he was like, "Yeah, let's go." And so like we skated to it, and like, dude, he like front boarded it first try, like what I was trying to do. He's like,
let me show you how it's supposed to be.
He did it worst case scenario too. He did it like with the parking lot full of cars. So like if his board shot out, he would have like messed up a grill or something. You know what I mean? But he's so good that he front 50'd it first try, and I was just blown away. And then he did the front board, and I was like, cool. Tomorrow, I am gonna land this.
That's
dude.
right.
I did. Yeah.
That's
so
right.
shout out to Steve Corona, man. And he told me like, fuck yeah, when I landed it. So.
Yeah.
Hey, on my behalf, dude, shout out to you, dude. I watched your whole battle through your story, and the day, like, I literally sat there every time we were posting, like, all right, the next one, because you kept posting clip after clip after try, and I was like, all right, so he's gonna land the next one. And when you finally landed, I was just like, fuck yeah! I think I messaged you on it.
Yeah, you did.
That's right.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that love. Dude,
I was happy because I saw how hard you battled for it.
Yeah, and it was early. I had to get up early in the morning. It was like 6. I'd get up at 6 a.m. Don't even shower. Just like
go get it done.
Go grab a McDonald's coffee real quick and like do like 10 push-ups on the floor before I get to work. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Dude, I think I saw you post that because you were like, oh, got my coffee, ready to go, and then boom, you busted it.
Yeah, and I want to do one more shout out.
Yeah.
And I already shouted them out, but I want to shout him out again. And it was his birthday yesterday.
Oh.
Listo last food right here. He's
That's
been killing it. He just dropped his birthday part. So
that's right. Everybody
go check it out, dude. And this.
We'll have to put the
this
link will be in the description.
He's amazing, guys.
To
so
this show
go check him out.
Thank you, man.
That's right. That's right.
Keep it up,
that's
Listo.
Thanks, man.
All right.
I had one more question for you. Who would you like to see on the show?
I would like to see Tuna to come on the show.
Shout out! You heard it here.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to see him come. I mean,
that'd be
he's
cool.
Great.
We've been waiting for him.
Yeah.
He'll come soon.
Yeah.
We're waiting for him.
Back me up, Tuna. Back me up.
More Baldwin Park locals.
There we go.
Yeah. But shout outs, man. I would like to shout out like Gabe for coming out here, sharing your story, Baldwin Park. You know, I had my history with Baldwin Park.
Yeah.
And you weren't there when I was skating it, but I'm glad I met you. You know,
dude.
You show hi.
I'm glad I met you too.
You know, shout out to Where the Locals Sk8 show, throwing it down with the production, Peralta, editing, everything. Like, you know,
on the ones and twos.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And,
Yes, sir.
like you said, I just dropped a birthday part. It was my birthday yesterday. I turned 32, and I'm blessed to be here and still skateboarding, doing what I love. And thank you guys for the support.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Peralta.
I'm glad, Gabe, you're down to come through, dude. I was hoping you would say yes when I hit you up, and you did. So I'm like, thank you, dude. Because
Of course.
it was finally time we got the neighbors. You know, we've had a lot of West Coast locals, and it's time we got the neighboring homies to come through.
You know what's crazy is that every time that Listo posted who would want to come on the show, there's been like 5 times to where like I like got on the message to like type.
Yeah.
But I was just so like in my head I was like, nah, I feel like I should get invited then to invite myself.
I'm inviting.
Because who am I, honestly? You know what I mean?
This is the thing. We're inviting everybody right now to be on the show out there. You're invited. Just hit us up in the DMs. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, but yeah, I do get it though. It does feel like, you know, you want to just say, you know, you want them to call you out and be like, hey, we want you on the show.
And you know what? When that happened yesterday,
from
Zombie Wolf,
don't worry, we have plenty. We have a big list out there of people. So if we haven't called you yet, don't worry. We're working on it. Trust me. Trust me.
It doesn't matter if you're somebody or not. You're a local skater, and we want to know your story.
Hey, before you know it, you're gonna be on the show. That's all I gotta say. Like, just
there we go.
We just gotta work with everybody's schedules out there, you know, and you know, just to let everybody know, we shoot on Sundays. So if you're free on Sundays, and if you're not, you know, we'll work with your schedule most likely. But that's what we do here in the studio. Yeah. You got anything else to say before we get out of here?
Before we get out of here, I'm just thank you for coming, dude. I'm finally have the first BP local on the show.
Let's go. BP is in here now, dude. Hey, you know what? For all you guys that have never been to BP skate park, don't be scared. Everyone's friendly. Yeah. We love everybody. Come by, check the park out. Mm-hmm. Good vibes, good hype.
What do they have certain hours that they can go, or does it shut down?
I think we open like 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So
any lights?
Lights are on.
Lights are on. Okay.
Lights are on. We got one light that's flickering right now, but we told them to fix it.
What about do they have to wear skate pads?
No.
Perfect.
Good.
That's what's up.
If you show up to that park, 90% of the time you're gonna run into these dudes. Mm-hmm. They're either barbecuing, having a good time, or chilling. It's the most low key skate park you'll ever meet. And if you want to learn how to skate a handrail, it's the most comfortable place to learn how to.
Sure.
Fun fact: Skate Show met us there at Baldwin Park when we were teaching kids how to skate.
So it's only natural.
And you know, Baldwin Park.
You beat me to it.
Baldwin Park helped me on rails, the 4-rail, the 9-rail helped me hit Wilshire, helped me hit the Tolly with 12.
Nice, so it built.
Yeah,
it built.
You know, skateboard, obstacles are the same thing as street. You just have to have the mentality and that same vision.
Right.
Yeah.
But Baldwin Park helped me a lot to where I'm at right now. Shout out to Baldwin Park.
Shout out to them, man. And
that 4-rail, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first time I saw, met Listo, like he said, he was killing that 4-rail, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to skate that day. I was under the weather. But, yeah, man, it was a good day, though. I got to meet these guys, and here we are in the studio now working together. So it was a blessing. You know what I mean? It's all because of, shout out Baldwin Park, man. Yeah.
Real quick. Was that the day that little kid rolled down the ramp, and I was just standing there, and he fucking hit my butt cheeks when I had my rip pants.
I have no clue.
And someone was telling me, I was so hesh that I had a pair of rip pants, and my own homie's little kid rolled down the ramp and he came so fast. I was like over here helping someone, and he shot through my legs.
Crazy.
Wow.
All right. So, yeah. Dude, again, thank you for coming down.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you
my
for
pleasure.
doing the show. We're glad to have this interview with you and share your story and let everybody know a little bit about you off the board, as well as us just seeing clips on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, everybody out there, thank you for tuning in today. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that all notification bell so you know when we're doing the thing.
And subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, please. It helps us out here. We have some goals here we want to try to reach on YouTube, so it'll be helpful, for us to all support each other out here. So all my local skaters out there, keep doing your thing out there. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Where the Locals Sk8. You can email us at wherethelocalsk8@gmail.com. Again, I'm OG_Skate Show on Instagram. Till next time, peace.
Peace.